We're going to use Answereye to search for questions at Yahoo Answers and answer them automatically or semi-automatically, depending on which version you have. So the first way we'll look at is to go into this tab here and make a standard search. So we click search all questions, and this message, we just click OK to that, and it's just telling us to make an ordinary search there. So I'm going to put dieting in. This is the Yahoo Answers search page, and we'll go for all open questions, seeing as any other types aren't much use to us, and we'll go in the last 7 days. Click submit to that, and Yahoo Answers goes off and finds all of these answers there. And now we've got them, we just click this button here, begin to get questions, and Answereye now imports those questions in. Now if you've got the free version, you'll only get 10 questions here, but all of the other versions will get as many as you want, or as many that are in the search. Like you see here is 1035. So I'll stop the web search. Now you want to be able to answer these questions. There is a simple way of doing it. You can answer manually, so you just highlight the question. Let's highlight that one and click on view reply question, and you can see here Answereye is getting the question. There are no actual answers for this yet. Look, there's no answer for this question, but we're going to use one of our accounts from this drop down box to answer it, and I'm going to use the diet key I that we've got, which is more closely associated with the word diet. It's not on this occasion, as you can see from the question, it's not going to be a particularly brilliant answer, but this is the way that it works. Sometimes you look, sometimes you're not. I've got a random answer now from the answers that are written for that particular I, and I'm going to click on post my answer, and it's in debug mode, so we're actually going to see it posting the answer. First it visits the normal Yahoo Answers page. In fact, it'll be the normal Yahoo page, and then we'll attempt to log in the account. And we're watching this real time. There's the account logging in. It knows about that screen, so it's just clicked it off, and now it's going into the question. And now it's going to post the answer and the source, which is the all-important URL. Now at this point Yahoo Answers previews the answer so that you can have a look at it, and then there's the answer there, and then it actually posts it. Now Answereye will stay on this screen for quite a few seconds, just because it needs to check that everything's been done. It's logged in, it's given a random answer from the diet I name that we gave in, and it's posted it. And here you can see it says post answer successful. So we can close that off now and go into, if I just drop that down, we can go into the answer questions, and there is the answer that it's just made. In fact, you can actually view the whole thing here in your normal default browser. So there's the question, and there's our answer. And note the clickable link, because I'm using, of course, level 2 accounts that can post clickable links. So that's a very powerful way of driving traffic to your offer or to your site. So there is another way. If you have the Pro and Lite versions, you can mass answer all of these questions. So let's bring the questions back up again. Select all by pressing Ctrl A, and we search for dieting. So I would just give a random answer from the I that I've got that is called diet. So I can add all of these 48 questions to the mass answer list, And that's done. It says OK. I'll drop that down again. Now, if I go into the batch answer interface here, these are all the questions that we've just transferred. Now I can just select all and tell Answereye to answer the lot with random answers from the I called diet, which we've loaded into this GUI. Well, I'll tick debug mode again so that you can see what it's doing, and click answer all checked questions. So again, a similar sort of thing. It's going to open the browser, it's going to visit the normal yahoo.com page, and then move off to the login. Just wait for the browser to close off. There it is, closed off. And you see it went from 48 to 47 because that question is now answered. And there is, it's going to go on and do them all, but I'm going to click the stop button here because it just carries on to the end. But if you look in the answered questions tab here, again, there it is. That's the one that it's just done automatically. We'll have a look at it just to double check it so we can see this is really happening. That's it. That's the question. And there's our answer, and there's the clickable link. So that's the second way that you can answer the questions. Now, if whatever version of Answereye that you've got, there is another way you can search for questions, or you can get questions, and this is a bit more exciting because these eyes can watch Yahoo Answers real time for questions and watch for any questions coming up that are anything to do with any of these eyes and the keywords that I've put in here. So I can just simply set it going by clicking this start to eye checked items here. What I'll do is I'll delete the question, the answer that we've already made. So we're completely blank here. And I'll click on the Start to Eye Checked Items tab. Now, you can see from this progress bar that it's simply sitting there waiting for real time. It's looking at Yahoo Answers right now, and it's waiting for questions to come up that have got any of these keywords in. And when it does, they will appear in this tab here. So what I'm going to do now is pause the video until we've got a few answers, and I'll time it for you. There we are. You can see that's what happens when a question comes in. This is real time. This is 5 minutes later after I paused the video. I just want to draw your attention to this search interval time here. The default is 60, and that means that's the interval between the times that it has a look at Yahoo Answers to see if there are new questions. I don't want it looking at Yahoo Answers every minute because I just want it to save the proxies a wee bit. You're probably alright on 60 seconds, but I found that at 180 it runs very smoothly and there's never a problem. So we've got a question waiting for an answer. I'm going to stop it searching now. And there it is. And you can answer that in exactly the same way as we answered the questions previously. You can either view it here and reply to it like we did earlier, or if you've got maybe 20 or 30, you can just add the whole lot to a mass answer list and answer them all automatically. So that's using eyes to search real time. Now, if you have the elite version, you have an incredibly powerful piece of kit in your hands, and I can't stress how powerful it is because this little box here is only available on the elite version, and I'm sure you can guess what it does. Once it's checked, the real-time auto post, when these questions come in real time, it then looks at the eye that brought the question in. For example, pound, let's say it was pounds. It goes to the auto respond answer and it picks out an answer and it answers automatically. How powerful is that? That means that you can click this button, Start to Eye Checked Items, and walk away. And all of the time, Answereye will be searching for new questions that have your keywords in, and it will be automatically posting answers that you've written non-stop. And if you're using level 2 accounts, they'll all have clickable links. How much traffic do you think that is going to drive to your offers, to your websites, to wherever you want it to go? Yahoo Answers is a massively powerful, popular site, and this piece of software is going to get you some incredible traffic. I've got 26 accounts in there, so what I'm going to do is actually do this for real. I'm going to start to eye the checked items, and we're going to answer real time. You can see I've got the enable real time auto post checked. I'm going to start it off now and see how far we can get. We'll go as far as we can, hopefully 24 hours. It depends how long the accounts last. But what we can do is have a look when it's finished and see how many questions there've been, how many answers we've answered, hopefully all of them. And then hopefully we'll have a look at what it does to the traffic, because the answers that I'm making with Answereye are just very simple answers, directing people to a website. That's all. There's no offer really. So we'll have a look and see what happens. I'll be back when the job is done. Okay, so we are now about 9 hours down the line since we paused the video, and you can see that Answereye is just happily scanning away here at the bottom. We have no questions waiting to be answered because Answereye has answered 107 of them, and there they all are, which means it's going very well. We've still got our 26 level 2 accounts. Everything's running very well indeed. Okay, I just thought I'd like to show you the results of those 9 odd hours spent answering about 100 questions by Answereye, and what it's actually done to the site that we were promoting in terms of traffic. Now, the first thing to bear in mind is that look, the dates we were using. Look, it's not the best time in the world. In fact, the worst time. But because of that, I think it really does show the power of Answereye. So the site's gone from not 7 visits to 34 on the 24th, down to 22, and then back down to the normal amount. That's just as a result of those 9 hours and those 100 questions answered. And what did I do to actually get that traffic? I clicked a button and walked away. That was it. That's all I did. And that's the extra traffic I've got. And again, please bear in mind, this was over Christmas when there's no business, there's nothing happening. You don't do business at Christmas on the net. I just thought I'd show you what it did to the revenue as well. This is a rubbish weight loss site that's got a bit of AdSense on it. That's all. And this is what happened to the AdSense. Look at that. It's not huge amounts, but the rise is spectacular. Look at the percentage rise. It's gone from a pound odd per day, look, to £7.10 on Christmas Day itself. Look at that. It's not a huge amount of money, but don't forget, it was over 9 hours. I clicked a button and walked away and came back and found £7. That's not dollars, so it's about $10. So I think this really does show the potential power of Answereye and what it can do for you. If this is for just a rubbish site with AdSense on it, imagine what it could do for your CPA offers or any other offers that you might want to drive with Answereye through Yahoo Answers. I hope you've enjoyed this illustration, and we'll be back with more later. Thank you very much.